Hi, I am Aruna Lamshad, and today I'm here to talk about my experience in this past semester. This was my final semester, and um, I think I enjoyed learning during this past 6 months. My student ID is 30365435. My team members were Nisarg, Dipanshu, Navrup, and myself, Aruna. When we started our course like semester um, this time we were by our supervisor Taiwo. We were given a uh, we were introduced to a client, and he was Mahmood Chaddar. um, and he was the one who told us about he wants a different papers, like one paper on blockchain, but it has to be categorized in two different sectors. And he also gave us the option to choose, which was a really good thing. I really appreciate that. It was health sector, energy sector, and supply chain. And we had a discussion, since I grew up in a family where everybody works in hospital, and every day at dinner everybody talks about patient, their data, their patient, like how they deal with patient, what was the problem with patient that day. So yeah, and my personal interest, it has always been IT. And in this semester I actually got an opportunity to combine these two totally different sectors into one. And like, which actually I was interested in both of them. Like, when I grew up, hearing about one was something I really wanted. So I am really happy that I got to choose, and I chose health sector, implementation of blockchain in health sector. Throughout my journey, Navroop was my teammate to work in health sector. Yeah, so here justification of the contribution according to skill set would be, so unlike all of the other projects, I think our project didn't had anything like particular jobs to do, because we were all four of us were doing our all of the research we could do in all of the uh, everything, all of the sectors. So Nisarg and Dipanshu, they were actually doing their research on their parallelly, so that they can combine. And same with our team. So Navdrup and we didn't separated anything. We just started hunting on papers, sorry, we just started selecting the papers, and um, you know uh, and then we just made sure that we communicated with each other while selecting the papers. And we didn't limited ourselves with, like, just I am just studying challenges, or she's just doing the use cases. We didn't do that. We both wanted to learn, so we both um, uh, had a chat about, like, we will have our own we will do our own learnings, and at the end we will combine our work. But till then we will just keep communicating, and um, like, talk to each other about what we learned um, through the papers. So that was how um, we were allocated, like, that would be our skills set contribution. We tried doing, and we were all doing analysis, research, analysis, and at the end write up. um, three contribution of the evidence. So uh, talking about my contributions, I think creating sprint backlogs. I have contributed in creating a sprint backlog. It was while we started our journey. So we also I helped on creating user stories, which resulted in roadmap. So after that, like, after we got our roadmaps and everything, we separated our own ways, like energy sector and health sector. So here I um, chose I was choosing the peer-reviewed research papers from various sources from past 5 years. And so more specifically, I have worked on blockchain architecture specific to healthcare sector, use cases or applications of blockchain in health sector, challenges of blockchain in health sector, and future directions or recommendations and conclusion. I will quickly show you my work. So basically, this is my work that I have particularly I have done like without combining with Navrup's paper. So um, so here is the architecture. Here is the architecture that are particularly important to health sector, and these are the applications. Some of the application that I went through, and after that, it was this challenges, and at the end we have provided um, future directions. Sorry, I have provided future directions, and at the end this is the conclusion. So this is totally my work. Here I will show you another paper which is like, you know, kind of roughly combined file. Both of our roughly combined file. So this is the introduction, types of blockchain, how it works. Block We have talked about all of the uh, frameworks that are of blockchain, and after that blockchain specific, which I have done it, technical requirements for blockchain applications. So these are this is what we have to offer at the end of product is our literature review. Um, so I think um, talking about my journey in more detail, we we started with the selection of paper in this sprint. So with the criteria, paper should be from last past 5 years, and it must be peer reviewed. It should be blockchain in healthcare. So what I learned, I think what I learned in this sprint was history of blockchain. Honestly, I had heard about blockchain, but I had never, like, had a bit deeper learnings on blockchain. So this sprint I actually got to learn history about blockchain, um, um, what blockchain actually is. Blockchain is uh, you know distributed ledger, which or we can say it stores its data in spreadsheets, various spreadsheets, and every spreadsheet consists of hash of the previous one, making it a chain, and um, which is secure, decentralized, uh, which reduces the dependencies on third parties, scalability, security, efficiency, transparency. So these were the things that I learned, and also the frameworks. I got to know about all of these frameworks, about all the frameworks that have that 10 like basically we have I've 10 frameworks that can be used on blockchain, like Monero, Multichain, Hyperledger, Litecoin, Dash, Hyperledger, Ethereum. Uh, Here, so this was what I learned in my first sprint. Second sprint was something that I learned, like, was I would consider my learning um, phase, where I learned about opportunities, challenges, vulnerabilities, about the blockchain. In this semester, I was literally hopping from one idea to another idea. I got to learn about how two different uh, uh, in this sprint was like, yeah, I think this semester was where I learned about, among all the frameworks, which framework is better. Like Ethereum and Hyperledger is the one I chose. and yeah, in one of the website I found about, although blockchain has is a potentially revolutionary technology, hackers discovered vulnerabilities exist in blockchain. And since 2017, hackers have stolen around 2 billions of blockchain cryptocurrency. Since I studied about blockchains, characteristic was transparency, security, and in this sprint, I got to learn about hackers have actually been hacking blockchain, and this was literally I was really confused in this semester. Sorry, in this sprint, and this was also the sprint where I got to learn about how two different technologies like blockchain and cloud and yeah blockchain and cloud having different characteristics, like have blockchain having um, distributed like having distributed storage, and uh, the cloud having uh, the cloud having one central storage system. They can actually be combined together, although having contradictory properties. That was really exciting in this semester, sorry, in this sprint. Um, Also, now in my final sprint, in this sprint I made my research knowledges into literature review. So this sprint, me and Navroop, we actually combined our work, and I just showed you our work here. Um, Sorry, and this was the where we documented everything. We combined our files, and so we talking about unique things that I have learned would be every paper that I studied have actually given me different knowledge, and this project have actually taught me to analyze same thing in a very different perspectives. There were a lot of papers which had different views on same thing. Like I'll just give you a quick example. There was a paper which said data scalability will be a huge problem in coming years if if healthcare will come into practical, like more into implementation. And there was another paper, another researcher actually said like that would be a huge that would not be a problem. So that was actually interesting perspectives. Everything has its own perspective would be the thing that I have learned. um, I also learned I had a very good team experience. I think I also learned the time management in this project, during this project, and communication skills. Since we had this pandemic situation, we were not having face-to-face contact communication, so it was really hard initially. But yeah, communication is something that I have actually learned, and also time management, because we all were living in our different time sets. uh, Also comparative analysis, studying all those papers. Definitely I have learned about comparative analysis. Some of the ideas would be have I think if so some of the issues that I have to say is um yeah, communication was really hard. So if we were given a opportunity to have a face more to talk to each other and mingle up a little bit, that would be really good. And also time management. At the end, I would like to thank my team members for being so cooperative. The Banshu, Nisrak, Navroop, they were also amazing. And also I want to heartily thank my supervisor Taiwo, and our client Mahmood. We really had a great experience with you guys, and thank you for the opportunities you provided us. Yeah, thanks. Have a good one.